Happy Sunday to you, and my goodness, my eyes can't believe what I just saw in this breaking story. In your lifetime, my lifetime, we've never seen a world leader be so very dismissed as we saw Donald J. Trump in Rome just get absolutely shut down. And in this breaking story, you will not believe it. You got to see it. I'm going to show it to you in a few seconds, but it does deserve some context because it didn't come without Trump deserving it. Remember when this happened regarding Zelensky in Ukraine?
Missing from these talks, though, were any officials from Ukraine. Yesterday, Zelensky said he was surprised his country hadn't been invited to those talks and reiterated a decision about ending the war that cannot be made without Ukraine. President Trump said he was disappointed by Zelensky's reaction and appeared to blame Ukraine for the war, even though it was invaded by Russia.
But today I heard, oh, well, we weren't invited. Well, you've been there for 3 years. You should have ended it 3 years. You should have never started it. You could have made a deal.
Yeah, I mean, the man literally blamed Ukraine for Russia invading it. But then because of that, he wound up in the White House with Macron. And he tried to pull his standard con man BS about the U.S. pays for everything always. And this is what happened between the two. Check it out.
Will France support the U.S. being compensated?
I support the idea to have Ukraine first being compensated because they are the one to have lose a lot of their fellow citizens and being destroyed by these attacks. Second, all of those who paid for could be compensated, but not by Ukraine, by Russia, because they were the one to aggress.
Again, just so you understand, Europe is loaning the money to Ukraine. They get their money back.
No, in fact, to be frank, we paid 60% of the total efforts, and it was through, like the US, loans, guarantee, grants, and we provided real money, to be clear. We have 230 billion frozen assets in Europe, Russian assets, but this is not as a collateral of a loan because this is not our belonging. So they are frozen. If at the end of the day in the negotiation we will have with Russia, they're ready to give it to us, super. It will be loan at the end of the day and Russia would have paid for that.
If you believe that, it's okay with me.
Mr. President,
they get their money back, we don't, and now we do. But, you know, that's only fair.
And that setup is what led to the most amazing breaking story in terms of the absolute public dismissal of the President of the United States by Macron in Rome yesterday at the Vatican. Check this out. It is unbelievable. So there's Zelensky standing right in front of Trump, a man basically he'd like to beat the living crap out of. And Macron comes up and not only shakes his hand, gives him the bro handshake and the athletic hug and the thing and the blah, and there Donald sticks his hand out and Macron just ignores him completely. And while none of us know what he said, I can only guess since they were seen speaking just moments later, face-to-face, Zelensky and Trump, I have a funny feeling Macron said something in the vein of, you might want to talk to this man because the entire world besides Russia and China are against you for being a jerk to what this guy's doing in terms of trying to actually save his country and not make Ukraine great again, just have it be a sovereign country again. Little things, you know, like that, Donald. But in my life, I have never seen any U.S. president, any prime minister, any foreign president, foreign leader, no one. I've never seen anybody get treated like that, much less one G7 leader to another, and much less a foreign leader to the U.S. president. That's the amount of disrespect you've earned, Donald. And when you like to sit around and talk about, as you did for 4 years, that the world was laughing at us under Joe Biden. Oh, no, my brother. The world is no longer laughing at us. They're laughing at you. Period. Full stop. And it isn't going to stop because you refuse to actually grow up and show up. Hence, absolute requirements at this funeral to wear black. And what do you show up in? You show up in some light cobalt blue outfit like you're going to an Easter egg hunt. Easter was last week, you goof. You guys hang in there, enjoy your day, enjoy your life. Stay frosty.